Alright, here we are, and we're going to drill these rivets out. And you don't need to see my pretty face for that, so let's get started. Well, that one wants to spin. So does that one. So does that one. But we got it. Oop, the end of that drill bit. Alright, we're back. They're spinning. If you haven't done this before, it's pretty normal. A lot of them aren't that tight and they'll spin. And that's why I broke the other drill bit, because you got to apply pressure on it while you're drilling, trying not to make it not spin. So okay, we got those out, and there's our cover. See, set that aside. By the way, the other instructions that I saw had us modifying that, drilling holes in it and everything else. We don't need to do that. Here's our little fan we could salvage if we wanted to for some reason. And here's the two wires that I'm trying to salvage. And it looks to me like they're on terminals which will not come out, so I'm gonna have to get the wire cutter and get in there. We could actually pull this out if we wanted to make it easier, but you know what, there's really no need to. I can reach in there with some clippers and clip them right off. We'll be right back. Okay, here we are. I'm going to clip these two wires from out there, I hope. There's one. Ooh, that grommet is tighter than I thought. Alright, we'll have to deal with that. That's how you get a grommet out. And you know what, we'll save that. I didn't bust it up, so we'll save that. Here's my two wires, and this, guess where that's going? That's going in the trashola. Nothing really I can use in there, but that's what it looks like. Okay, now I'm still trying to decide if I want to use this case for anything. Let's salvage that little fan. That was easy enough. another thing I don't need, right? Okay, so that should do it. We've got all our screws holding that board in out of there. And that's it. We got a cabinet. This thing is no good to us anymore. And we're going to trash it. And those aren't going to be used anymore. We could drill them out of there, but like I said, I don't know if I want to use this cabinet or not. Let's see how the new one fits in there. Well, I've decided I don't want to use this case. No reason to. But before we throw it out, we'll make sure. Alright, now, next step is to get these wires back in shape. Okay. And we got to strip this end, and we got to strip this end. Be right back. I'm just going to use a X-Acto knife here to strip that off. Try and do it without cutting myself. Okay, got that one off. This one. And that's that. Now, get rid of all this stuff. Okay, now we just have to get this wire, which is the positive. Put it in there, in the connection, right there. Okay, we're going to use our 5/32 wrench here, and we're going to put that positive wire into the positive side. Gotta open it up first. Now they're very explicit about not over torquing these, so we got to be careful that we don't over torque them. And they mentioned it so many times, I'm believing that people must break that terminal there somehow. going to kill it, but we are going to make it tight. Alright, good connection. Well, you know, I'm not liking it because it seemed to have pinched the rubber rather than the wire. There, that's a little better. Okay, that time I got the wire. So there's our positive DC. And now we're going to put in our negative. And we're going to do that on the negative side. There you have it. There's our battery negative and positive hooked up. This should fit nicely into that compartment. By not using the case in my situation with my rig, I'm going to have much better ventilation now with this. There's really no need to mount this anywhere. It'll sit right on the floor. It isn't going anywhere in there. Here's our AC connection right here, and what we're going to do with that is we're going to, where that other AC power was coming in, we are going to put a receptacle for this, store the wire nicely in case we ever have to remove it. We only have two connections, two sides, two wires here to disconnect and this to unplug, and we're on our way. Should be a very simple situation. Now this additional lug over here on the side, they explicitly tell you not to take the ground wire and run it back to here. I don't know why they would even say that, because you'd have to be pretty crazy to do that. But being that we're not going to mess with this ground, we already really have a ground here. So, and it's going to be an earth ground. So I really don't see why they put that there. Maybe in some installations you would have to, but we really don't have to, and I'm kind of vacillating back and forth as to whether I want to take a separate wire and run it up to here. So our unit is ready to put in, and the next step will be to make our connections in the rig. So don't go away.